Welcome to Industry RSVP In-Depth. You're watching this on the Virtual Channel Network, and I'm your host, Melissa Tam. Today, it's my absolute pleasure to introduce you to our guest, Wendee Cole of Wendee Cole Management. Welcome to the show, Wendee.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure. So just to get started, we like to ask our guests a few little icebreaker questions, so if you don't mind. They're not that hard.
Oh, because it's not really breaking ice. It's nothing.
Exactly.
Okay.
So if you were at Baskin Robbins, what flavor ice cream would you order?
Sugar-free. Because the camera puts 10 pounds on you and we don't know where. How's that?
That's very clever.
It could be the Jamaica or it could be the thin mint.
Oh.
That would, and I would order like a lot of it.
There you go.
Just to make
Double
up for
scoop?
right, just to make up for the calories that I'm not having and the rest of the counter.
Exactly.
What would you order?
I would do probably something with chocolate brownies.
Oh yeah, that's at Cold Stones.
Exactly.
Chocolate brownie thing, because
Exactly.
there is no really sugar-free there, so that you
Right.
just indulge, right?
Actually, I love gelato.
Me too.
There you go.
But they do have sugar-free that too.
Exactly.
Hazelnut.
Exactly. You feel good eating it.
Really good.
Yeah. So on that topic, what is the weirdest thing you have ever eaten?
Oh my God.
Something come to mind? Something odd?
I'll
something
tell you not the
exotic?
weirdest thing. I have a thing where I go to restaurants. My dad calls me PETA, pain in the, because I'm allergic to garlic. You cannot be allergic to garlic
no.
in any town, anywhere, in any country, any city, because everything has garlic in it. So when I go to a restaurant, I'm like when Harry Met Sally, I want this on the side and this on that. I can't have this. I'm the worst because I can't have garlic. So the chef always has to come out and say, well, I think there's a little bit in the sauce. I go, well, then don't put the sauce on.
Oh.
I can't have it. It's really sad.
So you must cook a lot?
No.
No?
I'm just thinking about cooking. I'm talking about going out in restaurants and being a pain in the butt.
Oh, well, I'm with you on the when Harry Met Sally thing. I'm the list on the side, please.
Right. Everything has to be like this and like that. But the good thing is I get to know the chefs and pretty much, it's Wendee. She's here.
There you
Just
go.
give her bland. But there's things that you can cook with that don't have garlic in it. It's supposed to be good for you, not for me.
Oh,
Okay.
well.
What else do you want to know? What is like
Okay,
really
well-
personal stuff? Here comes Wendee. Why don't you just go to Baskin Robbins?
Well, we just want to get a little bit of a flavor for who you are as a person.
Okay.
But let's talk a little bit about your background.
All right.
You started off as a performing artist in Chicago, is that right? So let's fill in our viewers with a little bit about you before we segue into what you do now.
Oh, okay. I was young once. Beautiful, like you.
Oh.
I started out when I was 10 years old.
Oh.
I was in a show called The King and I was Princess Ying Yalawak. And I said, please, Mrs. Anna, do not go away. And I shook her skirt, and I was hooked ever since.
Oh, there you go.
It's like a chorus line thing here. That's exactly what happened. And then I got involved in junior high and high school and all the plays. I got all the leads. I was, Clara Weiss and Milk and Honey. And then I was Dolly and Hello, Dolly. And I was into musical theater and improvisation. And then I came out to UCLA. And I got my B of A in theater arts at UCLA.
That's great.
And just got into doing warm-ups after that. I became the first female warm-up. You know what that is?
Yes, and tell us a little bit about that. I mean, was that hard to get in as the first female?
Yeah, I had to sleep like my way to the middle. It was terrible. It was all guys that did the warm-ups for the sitcoms. For those of the people that don't know, warm-ups is when you go to a TV taping and it takes forever to do these tapings. Not this show, but other shows, you're sitting and waiting because they do camera changes and then they do blocking changes, they do writing changes, they do all different kinds of things where it takes hours to do a show. So they need someone in the audience to keep them pepped up and happy, and that was my job, and I was the first female to start doing that. I was doing stand-in work for Tootie on The Facts of Life.
Oh, nice.
Apparently you don't have to look like the person.
Same height.
I was funny, and I was the same height, and they said, okay, you're funny. So while I was doing stand-in work, they said, why don't you go do warm-ups?
Wow,
and
they just threw you in there.
Yes. They gave me a chance. Roxy Evans was from Chicago.
Okay.
And she said, you are funny, come do some warm-ups. And I just made things up as I went along, and then I went, oh, I'm a warm-up. So I did that for 15 years.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Just because you knew you could do it.
I'm good with people. I had fun. I just schmooze with them. I get to know them. I remember everybody's names. I was good at improvisation. I was trained with the Groundlings and Off the Wall, here in LA.
Yeah.
I really did a lot of studying, and I took classes and acting, and also, this thing just came up, and it was like one of these opportunities that I went, hello, I'm here.
Exactly. Thank you for watching Industry RSVP In-Depth on the Virtual Channel Network. Be sure to join us next week when we continue our conversation with our guest, Wendee Cole.